absolute pleasure of bringing this individual up. My brother, all right? I call him the Jamie Foxx of the industry. Right? I call him the Jamie. I had to bring some humor onto this call. I call him the Jamie Foxx of the industry. And let me tell you why. Not only is he handsome like him, right? Not only is he funny like him, right? Not only is he from the same area as him. When you see him, you're going to say, oh, that's what he was talking. Oh, Jamie Foxx, okay. When you see him, you're going to understand. But guess what? Jamie Foxx just won a Grammy Award, right? That's the most prestigious award that an actor can win. And Jamie Foxx just won it. This man is winning awards every single day because the highest act, right, in our life is to inspire other people. It's to help other people. And this man is winning Grammys every single day, and he is not an actor. Not only is a Go Live educator, not only is he a chairman in this business. Go and drop a chairman 25 your body in the chat, right? This is my brother. Okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring up my boy straight out of Houston, Texas. He's going to tell you his story. He's going to show you how he's getting to the glory that he's getting at right now. And at the end, I'm going to reveal the winner for the cash prize giveaway. So without further ado, let's go and greet the man, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend. His name is King Seun. I call him King because he's a king. So let's go and bring him up to the stage. The one and only, my brother. I see you, King Seun. How are you feeling, bro? Let me go ahead and unmute you. You are the spotlight, bro. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can definitely hear you and see you, my boy. How you doing?
I'm feeling good, baby. How you feeling, man?
Hey, bro. I'm feeling blessed. I'm happy to be alive, bro. Definitely to say the least. I'm definitely happy to be alive, bro. You doing good?
I'm doing good, man. I'm seeing the chat right now, bro. They're saying Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx. They understand now.
Hey, no, I do get told that often. I do get told that.
Y'all related or something, bro?
What you say?
Are y'all related?
You know, I used to tell them like that was my uncle. I used to tell people like Jamie Foxx is my uncle, and a lot of people. Sometimes a lot of people do believe that. But yeah, I do get told that a lot. I used to get told that a lot more when I was in school. But yeah, you know, I guess I'll be the Jamie Foxx of the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the Jamie Foxx of the industry. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for really putting me in position for me to be in front of this call. We have a lot of people from all over the world, and let's go to that. Just the idea of that we are on the other side of the world, and we are right now actively talking about cryptocurrency. That's just remarkable. Cryptocurrency is literally the global currency at this point. I even have a theory that I believe cryptocurrency is really just it's going to be the every currency that everybody can be able to have and be able to operate. Because what is it? I mean, if I have Bitcoin and you have Bitcoin, it's still the exact same thing, right? Although if I have my USD, right, compared to your GBP, it's a little bit different, or Euro, right? A little bit different. So shout out to that. It's definitely a pleasure to be in front of London. I'm actually a London citizen. It throws people off. My mom actually was born in London. Good to see y'all. Shout out to the comments. Y'all, the chats is booming. Shout out to the good squad. I see y'all deep here. But like I was saying, like I'm actually from not from, but I'm actually a UK citizen. My mom was actually born in London and actually graduated. I actually forgot what school she graduated from, but I know someone's gonna ask me what school. I do not remember at this given second, but I will say this: I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar with London. I'm not traveled there, but I will once I clear some things with my DACA. Some people may not know what DACA is deferred action. Once I clear some things, or I personally do the lawyer aspect, I'll definitely be coming. My uncle and aunt are actually in London. the ones that put me on to a lot of different things. Funny enough, I did tell my uncle I was going to do the business when I first started. It was like when I lost my job in my second or third. Well, I lost my job my first month, but I finally told him in like my second and third month in the business in 2019. He said, Forex. I heard about that. A lot of ways to make money. And he said, all right, good luck on that. This is, that was back then, it's 2021 now. So he definitely probably sees me and like, okay, that's my little boy definitely made a bag and still making a bag, right? But anyways, guys, the reason why we're on this call today, and I appreciate all the love and I hope everybody's doing great. The reason we're on this call today is really talk about the advances in cryptocurrency. And I know you definitely getting a little insight about me. And just to let you know, my Instagram is King Seun3, KINGSEUN3. And a lot of people either call me Sean or Seun. Shout out to my boy. You definitely didn't say Sean. I was very intrigued. I said he must have a lot of Nigerian friends because you didn't say Sean. That's the first time I've seen someone consistently not and mentioned multiple times and not hesitated. He's not. I was like, he's Nigerian. I didn't think he was. The Harrison.
Bro, the thing is, I didn't even say it how I should have. It's Seun.
Yeah. Bro, you are definitely Nigerian. You definitely be eating fufu, eba, plantain, jollof.
Originally, I'm from Jamaica originally, but I saw someone in the chat when you said you were from the UK. They wanted to hear your accent, bro. So let's.
Don't let me don't let me fake an accent because I can do a lot of Drake where Drake just comes out of nowhere with different accents. If I hear the accent enough, it automatically comes. Someone said I gave him UK vibes. Hey, my uncle put me on a lot of things when he came. Every time he comes, he always puts me on things. I love digestives with the biscuits. Hey, the people are like, okay, with the chocolate. Y'all know the chocolate digestives, like with the chocolate on the bottom, it's like cookies and the chocolate. Oh my God, they love bringing me all of those things. Like we can get it in America, but I don't know, something about getting it from my aunt all the way from London, knowing it was in a London store, just tastes a little bit better, even though I know I can get it down the street. But anyways, thank y'all so much for even having me on this call. I really do appreciate it. I did do the business 2.5 years ago. So I've been in the business for a good minute. But one thing about being in the business, and I've been talking about crypto almost feels like every 8 hours, I'm telling someone about the story. But in all honesty, my passion was never for chairman. My passion was never for an educator. I always just found a way to put myself in a position for me to actually become what I became. And that's the biggest thing about this business. At the end of the day, we are chasing a lot of different things, and you don't have to lie to yourself. America, all I see is money talk. You don't even have to lie to yourself. It's funny having people in America, the people in London, the chats, and they don't even know they're in the opposite. And I know the ones that are not my team. I know the ones that are. So I'm just it's just funny. It's a little funny sometimes seeing that. But that being said, like I always put myself in a position. For me to actually get the blessings that I've gotten. When I came in with an open mind. Some of y'all on this call, and this is your first time on this call, right? Let me actually send this to my new people that just signed up. Now I just thought about it. I just said that's something that I felt like my new people need to hear. Hold on real quick. I'm about to send that to my newest people that just recently signed up. You know how you have a text group, your newest people. But some people are on this call and you have not put yourself in a position for you to receive the blessings from this business. You have not put yourself in a position for you to actually become a better trader. You don't tap into the trainings. Right? You have not put yourself in a position for you to become a educator. You don't tap into them. You haven't put yourself in a position for you to become a chairman. You don't know how to host trainings because you don't tap into them to learn them, to teach them, right? There's a lot of ways for you to be able to get blessings is putting yourself in position over and over and over again to a point that it becomes second nature. The first week I actually signed up in this business, I lost my job. The first week I was a corporate guy. I'm 27 years old, recently turned 27, but I'm a corporate guy. Worked corporate life 9 to 5 for 3 years straight. So I actually felt what it feels like to work corporate. I felt it. I graduated college, did the whole thing. I know what it feels like. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. For those that don't believe, how proud this company is yet, I will say this. I will say this right now. When it really comes down to it, I'm letting y'all know this, that the amount of money that you can make from just a job is limited and by years. The amount of money you can make from this business is not limited and it's not by years. It's by work ethic. In a company, you can have high work ethic and they just don't like you, right? Because of your age, the way you talk, where you were born, your skin color, your gender. Drop some ones if you're feeling me on that. Like, do you understand the disadvantage you are right now when it comes to just the work environment to this business? In this business, you get judged by your work ethic. In the corporate life, that's not the case. You can have the best work ethic and they just don't like you. And someone will get a promotion for you. So that the reason why I really cared to always look at businesses like this is because I believed in always taking chances. And I looked at the minimum risk to reward. That's literally why I even joined the business. I look at the risk to where I work a job. My risk here is very small, a couple $100, but my reward here, I can be advanced in something that can make me millions. I'm not really losing here. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it all. Some of y'all on this call and you still don't take this business seriously. You have not gave it your 100%, but you want 100% results. If you really want 100% of what this business can offer, you have to give it your 100%, period. There's no 10%, there's no 30%. I get it, you may work a job. I gave it my 100% while I worked the job. And some people may not believe that, but I did. I was at the job, but I was really at this business. I was at a job, but I was at a job to be present. But what my real presence was to be in this business. And I always aligned myself, no matter what I was doing, for this, because I wanted this success over the job success that I had before. The job success only lasts so long, right? It was only like the promotions would be like $2,000. People make $2,000 on a week, on a day. You can make $2,000 from the crypto markets. My first amount of money where I really got paid from this business was actually in my first, it was in my first 2 months, right? It was in my first 2 months. Years later, I ended up becoming a DCX educator. I never realized that cryptocurrency was actually the thing I liked, but the reason why I chose cryptocurrency is that it's the common thing people are talking about right now, right? Drop some twos if all you hear is cryptocurrency everywhere. That is common, right? You don't really hear Forex like that. Forex has such a negative connotation. You say cryptocurrency, people will even forget about anything. They're like, can you tell me something? Because everybody right now has FOMO. FOMO when they hear crypto. When they hear crypto, everybody they do not want to be the last person on cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency right now is at a point in time where if you are doing cryptocurrency, you are ahead of the masses, and people right now, it's a common perception right now. If you are doing crypto, you are more advanced. You are more ahead of people. And so this is why I chose DCX. DCX, not only that, DCX had in October, that's when I actually chose it. They had undefeated results. I don't know if anybody was in the business when they seen that. I saw undefeated results. Undefeated, I said, oh, my team needs this. I said, so you know what? I'm gonna study this. I'm gonna be the best at this. DCX, cryptocurrency, that's typical conversations that I like having, right? Why I love the DCX digital currency is that not only that, it also provides you long-term investment ideas. Not only that, has high-level results. Not only that, has an app. Not only that, you can also, on a Swipecoin scalper, you can also be able to get trades off there. Not only that, not only you get trades off there, you can actually make your own trades from there without the scalper having to hit you up every hour or so. We found on our live session, the DCX live session, we found an all-time high on Ethereum on Tuesday without the scalper letting us know. We just used the scalper the chart, right? That's all we did. We were able to find an Ethereum all-time high just off that, right? It's really just that simple, right? We also was on the last session on Thursday, we also were looking for a potential BTC buy. We marked it up perfectly. We let the market come to us. We'll look over that today too. We let the market come to us. Guess what? An hour after that call, it bounced off the resistance. And basically resistance is a ceiling, right? It basically, hour after the call, it literally bounced off the resistance and shot down. I mean, the trade just didn't. Imagine if we would have went a little early. This is how people lose money. My goal is to minimize loss and increase reward. My goal is to minimize loss and increase reward. We will look on a chart today at Bitcoin. It looks like Bitcoin is selling at the moment. I was looking at it before I hopped on the call. It looks like Bitcoin sold off the 50 EMA. So we will be looking over a couple of things like that. So we will look on the current status of Bitcoin. I'm feeling good. The fan is blowing. I'm feeling great. So we're about to look at that right now. But I will say this: elite pack equals elite results. Elite pack equals elite results. If you are an HFX, can you drop some ones? If you primarily do HFX and you're like, all right, bro, I'm going to listen to you and I want you to tell me why I should even do DCX. I really hate being put in a position like that because I come off as biased, because I'm going to come off as biased. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to come off as biased because I'm a DCX educator. Why would I not push you on DCX? But I will say this: it's okay to make money. It's okay. It's great to make money in minutes, right? It's great to make money in minutes. And especially shout out to the good Maddie Pips and Even and Millie Mills, Dia Woods, like all those amazing HFX educators. That being said, why not do both? Why leave money on the table? Why leave money on the table? Do you know when you choose one package, you are now leaving other aspect of money on the table? Why? I mean, you want 7 figures, right? But you don't have the elite pack. The elite pack offers you 4 sources of income. Well, sorry, 3, because I say 4 because I'm thinking about IBO. But IBO is an add-on. But great IBO. But at the end of the day, the elite pack offers 3 sources of income, right? 3 sources of income. If you are a IBO leader, it also offers technically 4 when you look at all what I Am App Mastery Academy has to offer, right? And now you also have the ECX now, that becomes 5. But at the end of the day, the elite pack definitely is going to be one of the best investments for you. When I ultimately chose DCX, I actually came from Forex. That's all I traded. I did do HFX one night after I paid for Elite, but I actually paid for Elite package because I wanted to do DCX while I did Forex. HFX was always like, oh, okay, cool. So I ultimately said, you know what, Sean, in the middle of the night, I've never told someone this. Well, I told people I actually randomly did HFX, like randomly one night by myself. It was a gold, the percentage would return, I think was 92%. I said, you know what? I'm going to trade this. Well, all the knowledge I knew about crypto enough at that time, and the knowledge I knew about Forex and candlesticks and all that price action, market structure, yada, 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 if that even works for it. I just said, you know what? I tapped into it and I said, all right, I'm going to predict the next move. I made $400 in 10 minutes. should I have been? I honestly felt weirded out. And I said, nah, there's no way. But shout out to HFX. I do love HFX. It's just cryptocurrency is definitely something I like better, just because of the common knowledge and the aspect of everybody has to know. Right now, they are saying Ethereum is going to top Bitcoin. And I'm going to be honest, if you are not investing in Ethereum, you're going to regret it. Ethereum is, I'm going to be honest, a lot of us, drop some ones right now. If Bitcoin was at $3,000, you would invest into it right now. You would find a way to get money right now. I promise if Bitcoin is 3,000, I may sell a couple of things if I didn't have it, right? I may look through my shoe catalog and say, bro, what can I sell in here that I can get this whole coin? I want to say I own a coin. I don't want to be in 2026 and not be the guy that doesn't own a one coin, right? Right. So understand this right now. You get your chance to own a coin from Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be, it may not top, I don't personally think it's going to top Bitcoin, but I definitely will say it will get close, right? It will definitely get close. So if you don't have Ethereum right now, it will hit 10K and you're going to regret it. And you're going to like, bro, I'll just wait for the next coin, which the next coin may be Litecoin, right? Litecoin. That may be the next coin to you. But right now, Ethereum, if you are not investing into Ethereum, you're slipping. And Ethereum is only getting the closest right now. I mean, there's a little sell-off right now with Bitcoin, which will affect Ethereum. What's Ethereum's price? Yeah, this probably, you may get in there around this price and it's still dropping. Actually, sheesh, I'm looking at it right now. Sheesh. You may, at the lowest you may get it would be 3,500. I'm saying it from USD. So for pounds, what about Dodge? Dodge is cool. I'm not against it. Honestly, the reason why I will say it doesn't hurt to invest into Dodge, because of the simple aspect of, I mean, it's on the brokers now. That may add a little bit more credibility. When it comes to these cryptocurrencies, guys, they're backed by credibility, right? Cryptocurrency right now is backed by credibility. That's the biggest thing when it comes to cryptocurrency, right? Is cryptocurrency Dogecoin, DOGECOIN, or Dodge USD, is literally backed by credibility. Right now, I would say that has a little bit more credibility being on the brokers' accounts, right? Beyond the brokers accounts, it definitely has more credibility. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if I see it maybe at $1 in the next future. It doesn't hurt to invest into it. Just don't put your life savings into it and you'll be hurt if you lost it. Just be a little smart. That's just a smart thing, right? Don't invest in any of these if you aren't willing to lose it, right? Because you're going to make irrational decisions. But as for like the other ones that you would have to either make a crypto.com, Binance. I know y'all use more Binance than we use in America. If y'all believe, who drop some twos if you use Binance? I believe international use okay, bet. Y'all can use Binance, bet. I know America, it's a little bit tougher for us to use Binance, so we use other things, other platforms. So that being said, when it comes to like what's that other one? I seen that one. That's supposed to be the next Shiba. I just posted that in my chat actually yesterday. But I posted while I was tired. So I haven't really been able to study it. I said I was gonna study it today with my team. Well, I was gonna study it was the Kishu. Yeah. That's another one. I need to honestly study it. I hate giving. I've not actually like honestly done some type of research on it, so I feel horrible if I told y'all about it. But Shiba was definitely a huge thing. Shiba is definitely huge. I still think it's still growing. Investments aren't supposed to be something that you invest and it's supposed to be hitting the goals you want in the next 2 days or 1 day or the same day, right? Investments are long-term. Bitcoin definitely, before it ever hit the price it did, it definitely dropped heavy, many different forms, many different times. So just be a little bit mindful of that when you do these investments. But anyways, let's get the show on the road, guys. Let's get the show on the road. How y'all doing today? My name is Seun Oguntosin. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be in front of y'all today. I forgot all my stuff is just locked and loaded. Drop some ones in the chat if you can see me and you can see my screen. Well, if you can see my screen, I just want to make sure. All right, bet. So we're gonna do a little bit markups on the DCX. Well, markups on cryptocurrency. We're gonna do on Swipecoin. A couple of things right now. So first off, this is the first thing I've already noticed. Bitcoin is definitely selling, and it broke the 50 EMA. And there's a couple of things I always want us to talk about before we get to Swipecoin, right? I'm not gonna lie, I do use CoinDesk to research news. So this is what's happening right now. This is what I talked about. Bitcoin falls second straight day after Tesla's action. So Tesla affected the market a little bit. Elon Musk is a very intriguing guy. He is revolutionary, right? Revolutionary in the tech, and I say our common generation era when it comes to people like us, millennials, right? He knows what he's doing. Especially when it comes to millennials. He's phenomenal when it comes to that. People say, is he controlling the market? He technically can't physically because he's getting looked at by SEC. And every time he controls the market, the SEC is watching, is he getting in? I've researched Elon Musk a lot. So every time he does stuff like this, manipulates the market, the SEC is watching, are you putting in money in there? I think he's finding clever ways to do certain things. So either way, Elon Musk, Elon Musk is not against Bitcoin. That's the problem. A lot of people are feeling like, is he against Bitcoin? Again, these cryptocurrencies are built off credibility. That's literally all it's built off of, is credibility and what it's going to be used for in the future. That's what makes it powerful. For a crypto to turn into something where it gets into the thousands, that means institutions are built into it. Right now, Dodge is not going to get into 1,000 or maybe even someone says it's going to get to Bitcoin level. No, it's not until institutions believe in it and institutions see the way that they can be able to do it. Bitcoin jumped over 40,000 all-time high back then because of Tesla. Tesla literally admit that they will be using it for payments. It shot, I remember it particularly, it shot Bitcoin past 40,000 automatically, right? So just have the idea, guys, when something like this is scaring people a little bit, but I honestly don't see Bitcoin going past 40. I don't really see it dropping that bad. I just believe it's just a long overdue correction, and people are a little bit scared at this given moment. Not scared as a bad way, but it is what it is, right? So I absolutely do love when it comes to just the aspect of reading crypto news. I do use CoinDesk a pretty good often. I use CoinDesk in the morning, right? All right, cool. So now we're gonna get into the charts a little bit more in depth. If you're new, I need you to breathe for me for about 2 minutes, right? Breathe for me for 2 minutes. This will get a lot easier because I'm gonna go on something that's gonna make it easier. Swipecoin, the Swipecoin right here, the scalper chat is gonna make it easier. So if you're new, do not hate me. Look at the lines, guys. You would think, even if you're new, you have to see some correction. You have to see some similarities here, right? You have to see like, wow, it's bouncing off. This is literally today. This is what we did on Thursday. Look how strong it is on Thursday. These structures, when you see these support and resistance lines, right? And these are currently resistance zones, right? We would have to make a new support zone, it looks like. Yeah, we're probably gonna make a new support zone for a potential BTC sell again. So we'll make a support zone on this call. I'm gonna do that on this call, but look at this, guys. Look how clean cut this is. Reason why I love crypto, because I like being smooth. I'm a smooth guy, right? So the way I mark up a chart is smooth. That's all I like. I'm like that, right? People say I like you you make marking up charts so simple. It can be simple. I don't know why people try to overcomplicate it or attempt to overcomplicate it. If you like to make charts simple, you like making marking up a chart simple, drop some ones in the chat. You like, that's just me. I like to mark up a chart pretty simple, right? Look at the people dropping some ones. Why overcomplicate this? We don't need to overcomplicate this business, right? So my goal off this call is to make it a little bit more simple for everybody on this call, right? Everybody on this call. That's my goal, right? So we will mark up support. Sean, are we going to get into a potential trade? If I see one, then yes. If I don't see one, we don't force. It's not HFX. We can't force a trade just to force one. Definitely it's not like that. So if I see one, then yes. If I don't see one, I'll at least tell you when the next one will be. Y'all cool with that? Y'all cool with that? All right, perfect. So I don't want to teach too much support. Don't want to teach too much support and resistance. And that's going to be, again, I do have sessions on Monday for our overview where I go in depth. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're really in it. So it's really mastery. They're not intro sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I mean, I do like make it a little bit where I introduce some things for new people, but it's not too much intro sessions. Understand that basis of everything right now is resistance zone, support zone, resistance zone, support zone. So why, and for those that are, looking to see if this is going to be for them, right? The reason why I absolutely love Bitcoin and love DCX is that when it comes to this, we like to trap Bitcoin. My goal is to trap Bitcoin and let Bitcoin come to me, right? I want to trap cryptocurrency and let cryptocurrency come to me. I think the people that lose a lot of money trading is that they're forcing trades. They're not allowing the trade to come to them. Bitcoin is huge. That monster is a huge truck. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to you, you will feel it. But you will lose a lot of money trading cryptocurrency if you keep trying to force it. You have to force it. Look at this. I'm gonna tell y'all a lot of tips of why trapping Bitcoin and allowing Bitcoin to come to you is perfect. Bounces off the zone, shoots down, right? It never broke the 50 EMA. We will go over 3 steps, common steps, and we're gonna do that together. So let's start 3 common steps in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is the first step, right? Let me save this and I'll just refresh my screen. All right, these are the 3 common steps. Is change step 1, change from candlestick chart to line chart. Facts. Change from candlestick chart to line chart. That's a common step 1, right? Sean, I'm gonna be honest. Since I'm not on a go live, I can be honest, right? Cool. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all, right? I'm not here to sell you false dreams, right? Drop some twos if you like that. You want the real, right? People in my group know that Sean is real. I'm not fake. I'm not here to give you false dreams. 50 pips is nothing. And if you're chasing 50 pips on a Bitcoin, you're chasing crumbs when you can get the whole pot, and you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. I'm going to be honest. I can't say that on go live like that, but I'm really close to saying it. I don't see why you're chasing 50 pips. If that's your end goal in Bitcoin, you're playing yourself. You miss out on hundreds of pips, because right now, at the end of the day, the scalper, Ivan Paychecks, which makes those, he's going to post that we made 2,000 pips, and you making 50 pips out of 2,000, you're playing yourself, right? My goal is to teach you how to do that without putting it out there. That's what I'm doing, right? My goal is to get you to get that amount of pips without me saying that, right? So my goal is to get you the most amount of pips you can for every single impulse. That is what I teach. I don't teach 50 pips. I don't teach 100 pips, but it is going to be a little bit unorthodox when it comes to certain things like the amount of SLs, right? So I will tell you what I use for SLs. I will tell you what I do for TPs. So it's better to look at it from a line chart. I do look at it from a line chart. I won't lie, when you are marking up your structures, unless you've done it for so much, you can actually see it from a candlestick. When you are looking at it from a candlestick, look at it from the body. If you are going to look from a candlestick, do not look at it from a wick. Wicks are like additional confirmation, right? Wicks just show where the price ever pushed up, but it didn't show where the price closes, right? So understand this, if you are looking at it from a candlestick, you just refuse to look from a line chart, cool. Look from a body. I do look at it from a body. I can teach y'all that, but it's a lot easier to look from a line chart, right? Spotting the break and close of structure. So a lot of people honestly don't know what a breakout is, what a break and close is. Here's a break and close. A lot of people really don't know. They don't want to say it out loud. It's okay. I've been there. That's what held me back my first year. So if you want to draw this or take a picture, you can. You're going to have a lot of people that don't know this. This is what you can use for anything. Kim, I don't know if y'all know Kim from the Forex Expert. She talks about break and close all the time for SPX 500. She's talking about this. So this is common. This is not just crypto. This is common. You need to know break and close. The reason why you need to know break and close, because you don't need to get faked out. And when you see a break and close, that means the price is confirming it's above a zone, right? I will say this again, this is common knowledge, not really something that's just pertaining to crypto 100%. When you are waiting for a close, this is something that I've personally realized. You want to make sure on the next candle that you give it 1 minute to see where that candle is going. Because there's a lot of times where it's a buy, and the minute that candle opens, it shoots to hell. And a lot of times you're like, dang, if I would have waited a couple more minutes, I could have seen that. Please, if it ever shoots up past this wick, it's more confirming that it's still going to buy, right? It's just something like I call it putting your toes inside the water and seeing how the water feels before you get in, right? you gotta like before you actually get into a trade, just put your toes in it just 1 second, because that 1 second is going to create that regret, right? The regret. I see a lot of head nods. Everybody's like I'm like I can see y'all like the notes is going. I love it. So we're gonna work on all of these things, guys. I will show you some good support and resistance. So this is another thing. When you are looking for this is structure, right? Support and resistance equals structure. Support and resistance equals structure. That's what structure is. When you are looking for structure, right, and you don't have many reference points, as in it's maybe in an all-time high, it may be in the lows. Like right now, Bitcoin is in the lowest it has been in a long time. You don't have many reference points there. You are now to find a good resistance or support. You are looking for 3 to 5 touch points. These are touch points. 1, 2, 3. 3 to 5 will be a good one. If there's a lot and it's not in all-time highs, you are looking for 5+, right? When you're using a 15-minute time frame, the most I would recommend to look back maybe 7 days, 8 days, 9 days at most. But you're looking for 5+. If you mark up a resistance and you don't see it touched 5 times, like it's similar about 5 times, it's not a strong one. It's not. And there's probably a stronger one. And you want to look up the stronger one, because if it's not strong, whatever you are saying or whatever you are saying that you're about to do before you get on trade, it won't actually happen, right? So just have that idea. I do like to put that out there. Now we're going to do this, and I'm going to do it. Y'all just going to really watch me do it. We're going to do this, and you're going to watch me do this. So that's what's about to happen. If you have questions, I will answer them. Looks like How recent is this? Whoa, there's a live trade going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this scalper chat just caught one? Or am I tweaking? $11:15 a.m. Wow, interesting. Yeah, we're about to do a live trade. Was not planning that. Whoa, did not see that. Look how it bounced off here. Broke. Did that close really? I usually like 50 pips, and I know that's not 50 pip. I mean, yeah, 50 pips, sorry, 100 pip cushion. That looks like 50 pips. Where's this price at? Wow, that is 100 pips. It is a current sell happening. All right. I do hate that we're about to come into this with just like this. So let's see. This is a live trade. We are about to get into a live trade. Let's actually mark up the next level of support. We're about to decide if we're about to get into this. I probably will do it, but it bounced off 3 times here. If it breaks this 47,600, we might as well get into this. I would personally rather wait for a close after the 9-minute. I promise every time I do a session, it's like the scalper chat. I mean, the scalper chat said, "Oh, Sean's on here." Bet, say less. Say that. That's even perfect. Let's do it. I like it though. I absolutely like it. Looks like we're about to get in. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks like we're about to get in. I am a little worrisome that it bounced off here like this. I would really love to see it close in the next 8 minutes, but it did break and close above below here. I am about to confirm a Bitcoin sell. The entry will be a little choppy because you could wait until the next. All right. Let's hop into this sell right now. Let's hop into the sell collectively. It will be a sell market execution. BTC USD. That fits everything. Sell market execution, BTC USD. As for SLs are usually 50 pips, but I'll probably would do I do 150 pips. It is pretty it will retest here. So it may be a little bit 300 pips in all honesty. So, but I will say right now, I would get into a BTC sell. That's just even based off this Swipecoin scalper. We actually luckily got into something like this. I'm actually about to get in right now as a BTC USD sell. So it's market execution. You can get on, or if you want to demo it, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, I definitely understand. If you want to do that, or if you want to hop in, you can definitely hop in. It's up to you what you want to do. Hold on for me real quick. Perfect. Right now, so we're in it. We are currently in a sell right now. Let's go. That is crazy. I said, wait, is this what I think it is? You know, I literally saw that. That's crazy. I like the daily candle. It is a little choppy, but I like the daily candle. Let's get it. So this is a BTC USD. So basically it's below this structure right here. The structure is a support zone, right? A support zone. So let's do a lines right here. It doesn't have that much reference, right? It doesn't have that much reference. That being said, you're going to think like, oh, okay, you don't have that many points. You have this point. You also have this point right here. You don't really have many. You really don't. Not at all, to be honest with you. Usually on Saturdays, Bitcoin actually, I tell my people all the time, Bitcoin actually buys on Saturdays. It usually buys. That's something I've noticed. It buys on Saturdays, but today it's selling. It's still selling. Understand this 50 EMA is going to be something important though too. The 50 EMA is the orange line. Being that said, in an orange line right here, that's basically the exponential moving average of the past 50 days. This is extremely important and gets overlooked all the time. And this can indicate you what's actually potentially about to happen or what could happen, right? So right now, I have an understanding, guys, that when this price is below the EMA, the orange EMA, that's indicating a sell. Doesn't mean it's going to sell immediately, but it is indicating that it is potentially going to sell, right? When you see price above the 50 EMA, that's indicating that it is potentially going to buy, right? It is potentially going to buy. So have that understanding when it comes to those things. That's why you see the Swipecoin scalper switch up on you and give a buy, right? It switches up on you and gives you a buy because it broke the 50 EMA just like this. And it broke the 50 EMA on a sell. That's indicating that it broke the 50 EMA on a downtrend, and that's indicating that it can be a potential sell. So this is something that a lot of people use just in general, and it may not have to only be cryptocurrency, but that's just simple, right? As we can see here, this is currently a sell right here, right? Because it's underneath this EMA. So a lot of times when I look at it and I see the price on the EMA, it definitely lets me know a lot of things. When you do see the EMA hug up, when you see the price hug up the EMA like this, there's an indecision in the market and there's no clear direction yet, right? There's no clear direction yet. So just have the understanding when it comes to that. So let's look up a couple of things. I'm about to open this up. Let's get it. Let's go. This is my zones right here. You can use them for later. If you want to use the zones for later, you can use them. So also when they give you an entry, doesn't necessarily mean it's an entry to get in. It's an entry before the next break and close, right? The entries doesn't always mean get in. It's the entry before the next break and close. Wow, we are seeing some heavy action. Uh-oh, it's coming. Look at that sell, it's coming. Blues, baby. Blues is already emerging right now. It's already emerging. I'm waiting for this next huge drop because it's gonna, and understand, you see the biggest drops when it's getting closer to the end of the time frame. You see either big drops or you see it reversing. So this is some sauce. Anytime you see things closer to the time frame, it's about to tell you what's really about to do in the next time frame. It always lets you know before, right? When, like I'm telling you, it shows itself. So this 2 minutes is going to be extremely powerful to see what's going to happen, right? There was a BTC. I said BTC. I'm already thinking about potential trades. There was look at this bullish candlestick right here, right? I mean, what could have happened is that it could reverse and it could be retesting this EMA. That is something that can actually happen, right? That's something that honestly I would have waited for a close. If this was my session on Go Live, I would have probably waited for a close, another close, right? I would have personally waited for another close, personally, right? That being said, because I can see if it reverses, there can be more bullish action than if it's sold, we're still going to be waiting for more, right? So this was definitely a little bit risky. But you know, it's a Saturday. So Saturday, I usually let the market come to me. I usually see it before because I'm talking. I didn't see that. I usually see it and we're catching it from the start. So I felt a little bad catching it in the middle. I really hate doing that. I really hate it. But what I also see is that it's going to be way big. There's going to be a bigger move. And we would hate being indecisive and it drops for another 500 pips, you know, at the end of the day. So you would have made live money on this call. I don't know if anybody is blue yet. If you're not, I get it because of different brokers, but it's definitely in the 40, 49 right now. I'm seeing people are blue. I'm already seeing some people are blue. Is anybody blue in the chats yet? You could drop some ones. I know it's pushing a little bit, but once this 12 seconds finishes, that's just indicating, but we're about to see another huge sell. Please move your excellent profit, because once this comes, if this closes the way I believe it will, which it's doing right now, you should see another sell. There's no support. Well, whoo, dang. We are facing a support at 47,000. This is a level of support. Woo. This is times I do put that in play. There's another level of support right here at 47,590. But once it breaks this right here, it is selling. It is basically selling to 47,000. So we are about to see something right here, or it could bounce up. So we're just gonna let that play. Again, the 15-minute candle just emerged. So the 15-minute candle just emerged. So we're just letting that play. But anyways, while we let that play, I can't wait for another drop, because the next drop is going to get a lot of people paid. The next drop will get a lot of people paid. I'm a big patient trader. One thing about me, I'm a patient trader, but I go all in, right? I'm a patient trader, but I go all in. That's how I make a lot of money. I mean, I moved $700 to $7,000 off of XRP using Swipecoin in 6 days. 700 to 7,000 in 6 days off of XRP with Swipecoin. So I'm really big on when I see the moves, I go all in. I go crazy, right? So it is very important, guys, that we make sure that we do take a note of these zones in front of us that we do have. It doesn't hurt of you being able to do these zones. So, and I'm not going to take too long. I'll take like 10 more minutes, but all you have to do is just get a trend line like this trend line. And all you have to do is, well, let me not do this. So I do use lines most of the time. Like I use lines, it's cleaner. Look at the lines. You see it, you see it way better, right? You see off the lines right here. So look right here. This is important. How many times does this touch? This is a lot more examples, but this is still an area where I would say you only need 3 to 5, right? If this was Bitcoin, was in the 50, like right here, I would say right here, you need about 5 plus. Right here, you only really need 3 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all see that? Drop someone in the chat if you've seen what I'm talking about. Touch points, where the market, where price is basically touching the structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss one? Well, you can almost count that. It's like 4. Well, if you want to keep going, 5. I must count these 2. You can definitely count 6, 7. You really have potential 8 and 9. This is based off of 2 days. This is a very strong structure right now, right? Very strong structure is this. The next time BTC will buy, and I'm talking about huge buy, will be right here, right? Right here. There is another superior zone though. On top of that is the 51,506. This was more superior zone from the days past, right? This is definitely still a superior zone right here. It's at 51,506. Please have these things ready. You're looking for a close, right? You are looking for a close. That's something that you're looking for. You're looking for a close. So just be very mindful of that, right? Be very mindful of that. All right, all right, all right. So here is my triple S scalper. Basically, what I do is I wait for the scalper app to notify me about a new trade idea. Head to a laptop. I label the entry of what it says, but I'm leaving an entry not just to get in. I'm leaving an entry for a reference. I do that off of this right here, and bam. Then I just identify the support if it's going to be a sell or a buy. So I do that. And once I do that, I head to the trading view, which is right here, right? Head to the trading view on Bitcoin, click clock with the plus, crossing up, crossing down, being that it will be a support. I'll be doing crossing down because it's going down. And then I subtract 100 pips off of my structure, right? 100 pips off of this structure, whatever I do pick. So being up here, this is a resistance zone. So I would add 100 pips, right? This is kind of why you see this 500, 383 plus 100. Once I do that right there, I will now click. Resistance will be crossing up. Support is crossing down for those taking notes. Resistance is crossing up. Support is crossing down on trading view, right? Once I do that, so let's say it was crossing up and I put the amount, make sure you have notify on app, right? And then you click create. Make sure you do put the right value. Then from there, you basically, what the triple S does, it allows you to let you know, like if you put this in right here in the trading view, it will basically let you know in the next hours or days when it crosses. Then it lets you know, then you just hop on. So that's basically it. Bitcoin looks like it is about to give us another crazy drop. It was fighting it. It is looks like a tough tough support. The next drop will definitely get us breaded up. The next drop will definitely get us breaded up. But do not risk. I hope no one put too much of a risk, but it is another good drop. The scalper chat definitely called it. Again, when you're in profit, move your SL in profit. You don't have to close out in profit. You can take partial profits by clicking the check, clicking the check, and reducing your lot size, but do not go crazy. Do not go crazy when it comes to always closing fully in profit unless you automatically love it. So it's something to be a little bit mindful for. Does anyone have any questions in the chats? Anyone have any questions in the chats? Let me see. Drop some twos if you learned something from this call. You learned something, got some gems. Drop some twos, drop some twos, drop some twos. Can Supertrend help with confirmation? Yeah, a lot of people use Supertrend because they want to be able to see the trend. I mean, it helps, but a lot of times, I mean, I use the 50 EMA as a reference. So how do I find this recording? My boy got you. I use the Supertrend. I mean, I use the, not Supertrend. I do use the 50 EMA off reference. If it's below the 50 EMA, it's already a downtrend, right? If it's above, it's already an uptrend. I mean, I don't really talk about it as much. How do you know when to move your stop loss into taking profit instead of closing? I mean, it's going to be dependent on like the amount of pips you're searching for and you looking and you're desiring. So that's going to be a little bit more of like your trading plan because you may be cool with 50 pips because that's your trading plan, right? You may be cool with more. It's kind of it's going to be up after your trading plan and your lot size. Can you do the pip count ruler on the chart real quick? Cool. I do have what I do have right here. I do have accounting pips. So I'm going to drop this in the chat for y'all. I do drop my notes. I was like, no one ever usually asks me because I do drop the notes that I have. So here's this right here. I have calculated pips for Forex too. You know, when you have mentees that do everything, you just gotta be ready, bro. I don't just trade just Forex, you know? So here I dropped the notes here for y'all. So you can be able to have access to that. Hope everybody got some gems. Shout out to my boy for putting me on this call. I love doing this call. Do you have an Excel for this particular BTC sell? As for SL, TPs I usually leave open. TPs I leave open. As for SL, let's actually save this right here, and I'll just use their structure. Instead of me marking it up. Work smarter, not harder, right? I usually mark up my own structure. I usually mark up my own support and resistance with this, but in all honesty, there's just not that many reference points for me to even go all the way back. So I'm gonna allow my boy Charlie and Kevin. Talk to Kevin pretty often, actually. All right. I will say this right here will be a place where and this is if you did not leverage too much. This right here, once it breaks it, it's reversing, right? Once it breaks it, it's reversing right here. If I wanted to do a smart SL, like on a scalper, I wouldn't risk as much, and I'm willing to take small losses. It is what it is, right? I usually personally really like the market come to me. I really hate going to the market. That's me personally, right? But if that was the case, I still believe this is still going to sell. I feel like it will retest this, but I do see another level of a sell coming down very soon. It's when it breaks this is when I know, like, okay, you just live to trade for another day. It is what it is. It didn't come out the way you wanted to come out personally, right? This makes no sense though, because it closed underneath here. It closed underneath just like this. It is retesting this twice. Well, 3 times. Well, twice. Because the third time it actually sold. So, I mean, I could definitely see it retesting it and shooting back down. I will say if I was personally getting out of the trade, I will get out of the trade right here. When I do plan out my trades where I'm coming in like 100%, that's when I do use 150 pips SL to 200. And at that particular point, that's when I'm planning out when to actually close and plan out my ideal take profit, right? When I do plan it right here, though, I will say since we entered a little bit in the mid, I won't lie. I would get out right here. I would get out right there. Live to trade for another day at 48,000. It is a strong structure right here, right? But a strong structure can indicate of a retest. You see it all the time. Retest and shoots down. It definitely can do that, right? Wouldn't be surprised if it goes from here right to then coming back. That's just simple correction impulse, right? Wouldn't be surprised if it did that. That's something that I can see. So I mean, I'm not closing this trade out, but I definitely would be closing the trade out once it passes 48,000 and closes. Really, that's me. I don't leverage too heavy when I trade Bitcoin. So I mean, I have the flexibility. Wouldn't recommend if you over leveraged. If you over leveraged, if it's getting close to pass it, just get out. Don't risk your account for something like that. Don't do that, right? I wouldn't do that if I was you. So I hope everybody was able to get some gems. Shout out to Scalper for calling a live trade while we're on this call. Did not see that. So appreciate everybody. My Instagram is KING Seun SEUN3. My boy, sorry if I talked a little too long, bro. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure. I love London. I'm telling you, the next time I can be able to fly there, I will love to do an event with London. But we'll definitely see that in the future. Thank y'all so much for having me on this. And now you got it, my guy.
My brother Seun, thank you so much. From Nigerian heritage, you are the Oga. right? That means you are the boss. So my bro, you know, thank you so much. Guys, if you got value, just go and put a value in the chat box. Go and put a thank you in the chat box. Go and put a gratitude message in the chat box, right? Myself, I learned so much. I was taking notes, right? I was applying. I'm actually, you know, let's check the trade because, you know, we was clearing profits. You know, the whole team was actually making profits off this trade. Let me even go into the chat. You can see the whole team is making money off this trade. Seun, thank you so much. That was me, man. So, you know, the whole team is making money, bro. And that's all due to you. So like I said, bro, you have God's anointing on your life. Keep striving, keep, you know, going to higher heights. I already know Chairman 25 is done for you. And every single one of you guys that are like, you know, how do I do this? I saw so many questions in the chat saying, how do I place this cryptocurrency trade? Well, listen, you want to get back in contact with whoever got you on this call and ask them to show you how to upgrade. Okay, they're going to show you how to get to your shopping cart. You log in, you go to your shopping cart. You can either go on the elite package, or not only that, you can go out there and you can add on DCX. I'm telling you guys, think about it. Your average millionaire has 7 different income streams. All right, this company gives you Forex, cryptocurrency, HFX, e-commerce, and you can build your own business. There's 5 additional income streams here. Don't just settle for one. So get back in contact with whoever got you in this call, whoever your team leader is, and go ahead and add on cryptocurrency, guys. I'm telling you, it is the future. And Seun, God bless you. We thank you. We love you. We can't wait to have you over here in the UK. We're going to turn up for sure, for sure. All right. So guys, you know, there was a winner. All right. I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner who did win today's cash prize giveaway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose somebody in my DMs and I'm going to choose somebody in my comments. All right. So I'm probably going to go for the comments first. Whoever wins in the comments, I'm going to give you 70. And whoever wins in the DMs, I'll give you 30. I think there's less people in the DMs, so it's easier to win. So whoever wins in the comments will get 30. I mean, in the comments will get 70. And whoever wins in the DMs